Hello, welcome to the video I'm doing, another Warhammer video. So, yeah, this is the old tactical squad right here. Yeah, the old school one. And I know it's not game legal because I have a flamer and a Meltagun and the missile launcher guy right there, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I just kind of want to say that these guys are pretty cool. Yeah. I do really like them, actually. They're definitely a lot more fun to build than, like, the standard, like, intercessors. Yes, I am painting salamanders. I think they're a lot more visually interesting, even if the proportions are way off compared to Primaris. But they overall are more fun and interesting because you get to equip big weapons, like the flamer, Meltagun, and the missile launcher right here. And also the sergeant gets to equip a combi weapon and a chainsword, which cannot happen in a intercessor squad. Yeah. I just think that's cool. It is kind of disappointing that the other like, because like you can have 3 special marines and like what, 7 normal marines. It is kind of boring and kind of lame that you get 7 boring bolter marines and only 3 special marines. So I built the I built the flamer and the Meltagun to be like, oh well, like maybe this game I want to use the flamer, this game I want to use the Meltagun without using magnets and stuff. It makes it more visually interesting, and also it's like, it also could be like, oh yeah, like this round I'm using the flamer, this game I'm using the Meltagun or the rocket launcher or whatever, right? It could be like that. And I made this guy, who I think is probably the coolest out of all of them. I made him hold the bolt pistol in his left hand. And the sprue does not come with a left-handed bolt pistol. So I just took the pointing finger, I cut the handle of the bolt pistol off because it was for the right hand, and I just kind of glued the gun to the hand. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, I do really much prefer the tactical squad bolters over the Primaris ones, if I can even find one. Here it is. I do prefer these bolters or bolt guns over the Primaris ones. And I don't really know why. They're just a lot cooler looking than the Primaris bolters or bolt guns, whatever you want to call them. Not to say that the Primaris bolt guns are boring, even though they kind of are. I think it's because with these bolters, I don't really know what it is about them, but there's definitely something cool about them, and they are about the size, or like, yeah, they are the same size as the heavy bolt pistol. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So basically, an assault intercessor is equipped with something that is this size, which is pretty big. Not as big as the new bolters, but it is just as awesome as the old ones. Yep, that's right, I said it. Assault intercessors are the coolest Primaris units, and these are still the coolest or second coolest firstborn unit. Firstborn Space Marine unit, yeah. Just because of the fact that you can give them like rocket launchers and Meltaguns and flamers without having like a completely different squad. They're all also wearing the same armor pattern, which is pretty cool. And I really do wish that they did this more. But yeah, anyways, that's it. I will see you later. Good night.